proud of the steps you took. They talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Juice us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission, running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog, turn the whole field to a schoolyard, bunch of students ain't eating round here, I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear, put the gas on them like I'm with the cap.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
A 3-yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Raven first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. Waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended,
but instead 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Good tackle there by Derek Wolfe. Now in his 9th year out of the University of Cincinnati. Remember, he spent his first 8 years with Denver before signing with the Ravens.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Washington.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28.
To J.D. McKissick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
42-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Baltimore.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. For the first time with Justice Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to the ground, it's Hill. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Hill. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Again, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Got a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down, 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Third down.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Washington nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Gibson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The throw taken in by Sims. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Line 36. Line 36.
Again, it's Haskins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here, 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense under...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down now, Dobbins. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to run it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson.
Haskins.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's McKissick. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Haskins to the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Washington 7.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll complete this to Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down. Here's Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all of your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Washington 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Haskins on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 31. Washington
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Raven first down.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Ravens, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.